I just got the game recently. I've never played it before. English. Have you played it? No, I've never played it. This is just a slider into the computer is barely visible. Alright. Please enter the current time. 8:01 p.m. Accessibility settings can be accessed with main menu. That's pretty much all I watch is Let's Plays. Unless I'm watching like horror movies or documentaries or something. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the... Okay. I haven't seen a playthrough of this game in a long time though. I wanted to get the game when it first came out, like a long...
It's the story of a man named Stanley.
Sorry.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
I would never wait an hour.
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Well, the sensitivity on this thing is insane. Whoa, this is insane. Sensitivity is crazy. Stanley is running! Okay, that's better. He's zooming.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
His brother is flying through the goddamn office.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
What achievement?
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
What? Don't touch me, bro. I will do it.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do.
50!
Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Don't test me. I didn't realize there was an achievement already. What? How many clicks is this?
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
I don't know where that is. I'll have to go find it. Haven't, there it is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where is it? There's...
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
What the fuck am I doing?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
He's messing with me, isn't he?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How do I climb? There we go.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
All right, we're going.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Is he having fun?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
You made me do a lot of clicks. I think achievement is worth a lot of clicks.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh, back.
he entered the door on his left.
Or on my left. All right, I don't know what left and right is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
All
just
right.
to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is a beautiful room.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I don't think the vending machine works.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I don't think the narrator is gonna like me. I do not listen.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What could that message possibly be? Want some coffee? Are you really not gonna talk to me anymore? Have I pissed you off now? Alright.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Why do you think I don't have a real job? Ooh. Not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5,000.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So powerful, so strong.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, we'll let it get down this time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I don't think so.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's the her? I don't know a her.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't know who this her is. I don't have a her. Oh boy. Oh, what?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What if I don't pick up the phone?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but
I
with
unplugged it.
hope for a life reunited one... Wait, oh goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone, is taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Oh no.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh god! How do you know?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Oh.
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well,
Yeah.
I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh no.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh no.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
No,
But if
not
used
instructional
incorrectly, it can also
videos.
be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue.
They basically
talking.
just said my entire
Turn to a
family is not
partner and
real.
practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend
Sorry,
making
everyone.
at least 8 choices per day.
I did this.
Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make
Making
a
us go to
significant
class.
contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness
Just started
of
the game
space,
and already
your
this happened.
thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
Wow.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly
I broke
informed
it.
on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Aww. Did
Now
he?
that we know your choices are meaningful,
Did
we
he
can't
just
have you
lock me
jump
in?
off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
I don't believe this.
No sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Unbelievable. Oh. Nope. Game's mad at me, I think.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh no! Oh. What if I go back to the door again? Nope. It's going. Fine. Oh, no.
Oh, it's ruined. You can't believe after everything everything we talked about that you... My story. You've destroyed my work.
Sorry.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone?
Entertainment?
So much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
I broke the narrator.
I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Oh no.
I have to.
Ah! Oh god! I don't think you fixed anything!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Okay, I feel bad now.
Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
I'm sorry!
I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley. He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I'm
That
sorry!
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh.
I'm really pissed off. Oh no.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would.
Ooh.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Oh.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He really hates me. I don't know if I should go through the door. Why would you give me this option when you know I'm going to choose the wrong one? This game should know by now. Alright, fine, we'll go through the door on the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay,
Feeling
okay.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Who's reading that? Broom closet. Can't go in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, walked upstairs to the boss's office. Alright, we'll do that. Ooh. Okay. They locked everything. He doesn't want me going anywhere.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the
Actually, a very nice office.
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I don't want to.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
I don't think he likes me.
Into a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
No, that.
Please, I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
What?
Is everything all right?
Alright, that's it for the game, everyone.
It needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Is he about to cry?
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Ah!
Okay.
I'm in the ceiling!
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
So that was Stanley Parable.
That's all right.
I broke the game. Sorry, Leroy.
Take as much time as you need.
Mm-mm. Oh. Hello?
All of his co-workers were
Oh,
gone.
God.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is everything okay? Did he just reset the whole thing again? Interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The door opened.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
We're in the broom closet now.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Yeah.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What's FA? What does FA mean? How long can I be in the...
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes, I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because
Please
it's
offer me
fine.
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I know what I want.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
How long can I stay in here?
When you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't have any friends.
Stanley was fat enough to be really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh my god, this narrator's insane. Alright, we'll leave now.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh no. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can't click on it. It ain't nothing.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
True.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Yeah.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
The narrator got no
reason
chill. No, he had absolutely no chill.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, shit.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself began to gently float above the ground.
Oh god!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and
Actually, I don't find that too weird.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Oh, we are just looping.
A voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
We're looping.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yes, you know.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Am I running into a wall?
This dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
We are all very normal.
I am okay.
I was running into a wall.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, God.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh, no.
Then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Oh, did we kill Stanley?
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So far, we've broken the game, and we've killed Stanley, and then we made the narrator go insane. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What did it mean?
We're back!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door wasn't late.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Talk less, do unbelievable, amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired.
To his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no! Oh, no, not again. I won't be part part of this. I'm not going to encourage it. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
You know, doesn't like me in the broom closet. What's wrong with the broom closet? Okay, he's definitely not going to encourage this. All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Oh, bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money, crisp. What the hell? Oh, I can't see myself. It changed! What is he doing with that panda? Business strategy? You shoot pandas? Oh, what is this? Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
You can't go back out.
The boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh. No.
2845.
He's getting real mad.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
How many times can we piss off this narrator? An elevator. Are we meant to play the story as it's supposed to, or are we meant to do this? Mess around.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I wonder. Yep, here we are.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new, fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
You think I'm making him lose his mind?
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Oh shoot, I forgot. And okay. Yeah.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Yes. Whoops.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
It should. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's the boss's office again!
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Broken.
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
No, no! Oh no.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Could we go into the corridor this time?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I have no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Oh man. Should we go forward now? What if we go into the elevator one more time? No, we're gonna go forward now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't know if we'll be the boss's. Can we go back? Oh god, can we? I don't know. God, what if it's not the boss's office anymore?
But of course, Stanley thought better of it, and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Oh no, I don't know.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
No, yeah, stop it.
The agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, no.
There we go. Isn't this so much
We've broken
more
him.
exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you.
Oh.
You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why
Have we broken him?
I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the
Wow.
impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not the boss's off anymore. It's nope, it changed. We changed it.
The room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner
Oh,
here
no.
somewhere.
Oh no. Can't go back anymore. World's healthiest human being. Expect this actually. I don't think anyone expected this. All tricks revealed. And how he did it. The pyramids live. The guy who went to Mars. Oh wow. All eyes on Stanley live on stage. Oh my god. An evening with world peace, baby. Oh my goodness.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Oh god.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling.
Okay.
And what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you.
Oh god.
Go get them.
Regular champ, your boss. Love the way you ride elevators. No one tells the stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the times. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You were too cool. Good luck on stage. Stanley, me. Oh man, here we go. Dude who came up with pizza. Whoever came up with pizza, bless you. Oh my goodness! Oh god! Thank you all for coming here. Oh, it's just a dream. Oh,
All of
God.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Oh, yes, it
What
is.
was it about this room that called so deeply and so but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We fucking love elevators in this.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Oh, left.
Oh, no,
Oh.
it's to the right, my mistake.
Aye, sir.
No,
No!
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh, he doesn't know. I lost.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This
Sure.
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Oh.
No,
Yeah.
no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Oh, no.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Jesus
This
Christ.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
Our employee got fired. Oh, no. Oh, we're back here again. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mm-hmm.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
The story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Outdoors.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, no. We lost it. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, no, we can't go that way. Oh, what?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Backrooms type shit. I've never played the backrooms. Oh. Interesting. Here we go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gotta be a memo around here somewhere.
Okay, yep. It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Where happened to all the doors?
Other direction and see if we missed anything.
Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story.
Oh.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sir? Did you have this written down somewhere? Oh, God. We're gonna get killed.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Think so.
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Yay!
You put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
We did it!
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
No?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
I worked real hard for that win.
Fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What do you mean?
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, no. Ah!
Right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Okay. This I can do. I can follow.
You see? The line knows
I can follow the
where
line.
the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To our destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa.
I can't really walk on the walls.
Got a bit weird.
Oh,
but
no.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is
Oh,
a bit of
boy.
music to lighten the mood.
Let's do this. Oh, we're zigzagging now. Whoa. This is some great music. Very loud in my ears.
Cut the music.
Oh, wait, though.
And look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
All right, I think I have it memorized. Let's go.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is... Oh, no.
No.
Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Hey, I found our number.
Restart.
47. Oh, no. We were betrayed by the line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line.
What?
What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds
I
perfect.
can for sure say we completely broke the game.
Simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, let's go in that direction.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
A
Whatever
horror.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I love horrors. Let's watch people get ripped apart.
No, no, not you again.
Ah, the line's back.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, we won't acknowledge it.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yay!
Here, the story is in our control.
Decisions!
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Got it.
I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay.
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
Okay.
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
I don't
Since
know.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Good
Come,
job.
Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending?
What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
On the
So
line
now,
again.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't
Narrator
wanna
is gone
forget?
after a long time. Stanley
Mind goes
dies.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Follow near the blacklist by the bookstore. Get bored and leave.
No, it can't.
There's
be.
no longer an
I
office.
don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Says the game restarts on its own though.
The timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
I have not been playing for
I'm
that.
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? Interesting. I'm scared. What happens now?
All of his co-workers were gone. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Restart it again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So far, so good.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Did we fix it? Ah! No! My broom closet! No! How could you do this?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
To be rich, is it a crime? Who commits crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. We can finally go in this elevator. Up or down? Hmm. Ooh. Oh my god, did they just say Stanley? Stanley! Uh-oh. How long does this elevator go for? How y'all doing? What a nice night tonight is, huh? Hmm. What? Were we in here for nothing? Oh, okay, that's great. That's fantastic. What a waste of time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
I wanted to see what he would do if I got close to it.
5. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh my god, it's our friend, the elevator! We made it back! I didn't think we would ever get back.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Yep.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope, I've been
At
dying.
this point, Stanley was
through this
making
hallway.
a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Yes.
and willingly confront his death.
Absolutely.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Too long elevator.
that his life had been of no
I know, I missed our elevator, man. It's been too long.
He He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
So excited.
Farewell, Stanley.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to die.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
What?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No! What? What? What's happening? I wanted to be crushed to death. Let me crush to death! Oh no.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What
Why
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
is the female narrator now?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do
No.
you see that Stanley was already dead from the
Thank you.
moment he hit start?
What? The two doors, the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. Exploration of the contradictions this room posed. Okay. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors is the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Nature paintings. And this computer. My computer? Filing cabinets. Wow! Filing cabinets! Office computers! Oh, it has solitaire on it. Hey, I want to play! What? What? Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and this nice sound. We're in a museum. Seems like we're in a museum. Boss's office. Screams the development of the boss's office. Nice, nice. Office clock. A lounge. Mind control facility. Escapa. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game.
You being you, you'll probably spend the next hour.
Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in Gears Alpha. Okay. How rude. Monitor room elevator. Elevate the friend. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up and or down with freedom above and kind down below. We abandoned this when player found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed two endings together instead. That's hilarious. Down room. Have we been to the countdown room? The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Options return to menu. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Fortunately, very few players realized that this was what they're supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending model. Zending went through many iterations. This represents the fourth version of the ending. We thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player will pull a lever, and the narrator will describe what color they pull. I want to pull out of levers. I can't do levers. Trailer! teaser. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. Features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Aww. The apartment timer. In previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. The cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Yes, we figured that one out. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the photo game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. Ouch. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Hey. Back here. Yeah.
Sound plausible to you?
Narration outtakes. Kevin Bryan, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. What?
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Stanley stood on the snow.
Ah. Okay, it's fascinating and all, but there's the eggs.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Mm. What is this bitch?
Sorry. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let... What?
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
The meeting room. Mrs. House. New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. Let's check it out. Uh-oh.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
That was a long time ago. Jesus Christ.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
What?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content, that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I know, sounds incredible.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet.
We
but
love
I'm
elevators.
Sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
What? What? It's amazing. We can jump down. Oh no, we ran out of jumps. Well, that was the best. 10 out of 10 content.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I don't know. No! With another elevator!
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I guess so.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Oh no, please don't do
I
that.
could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable
I would love to see that.
Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Let's do it. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
What?
Quality assurance department signed off on this?
Got it.
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend? Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
This is not weird. Ah!
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Yes.
It got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Got him.
I
Oh.
call it the memory zone. It's where I've been
Oh,
storing all
how
my
cute.
favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
How adorable.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Oh my God.
Waste.
Oh my, the original, oh my God. Smile because it happened. Oh my God, this. Is it the first dollar I ever made? How cute. Oh my gosh, I actually remember that. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. What? Impossible to get this achievement. That's just mean. Oh, game innovation. Oh. Oh. Deals tough choices. Oh, how cute.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10
Oh,
out
reading.
of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh God. This is incredible. Memory zone maintenance.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
People play games because what they can do is inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Okay, I want to go the serious route. Move the boxes.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no.
Oh no.
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting.
Steam reviews.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no. Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh no. So many negative reviews. Oh, we got a good one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh no, you're getting sad now.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto.
What's happening?
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
Okay, here we go.
And therefore, by Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue.
It was very
full of
rambling.
unnecessary verbal flourishes
It was
and
great.
lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Ow.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone.
Oh,
It's
no.
completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my
God.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
How long has it
Stanley,
been?
I think it's been a week.
Oh my God.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's
Okay.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
A year?
Sit down in one place and not move for one entire year.
No!
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to...
I killed him. Narrator? Hello? Narrator? Hello? Narrator? Narrator? Oh no! I think I killed him. Oh. Oh no. What is that? A bee being? Oh my god. Oh, oh no. Oh god.
But they didn't understand the game
Oh,
was
God!
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
He
It was meant
lives!
to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's...
Oh, okay, we're good.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
God, is he okay?
end, is never the 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 end, is never
Uh-oh. How are we gonna get out of here? How long have we been in here? I think the building's falling apart. Outside. I think we're skipping more than dialogue now. Holy shit! Berries! Food! Bro is broken. Bro, yeah, no. Oh god, the apocalypse. He's lost his mind. He needs therapy. What is happening? Oh, we're sideways now. Freedom! Oh, the button is broken now. I think we killed him. I think we officially killed him. Freedom! Probably been like 1,000 years or so. Are we even getting farther away from it? What's happening? Oh, jeez. Here we go. Oh, shit!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Narrator! God, it's
Stanley
been
decided to
so
go to the meeting
long!
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Been like 1,000,000 years! New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, last time we did that, we ended up stuck inside a building for like 1,000 years. Probably more than that? Okay, 1,000,000 years. Billions? Oh my goodness.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has
You had a
turned out
long
to be.
time to think.
The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! Wow! The end is never the end again.
Far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new
Holy crap!
experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Ace the sequel, that's hilarious.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Hey, psychopath.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. That was beautiful. New content part 2's in. New hotness. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, I have.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New features. What? Really excited about this too. What?
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
New merch. That's exciting. New merch. What are the new features? Hear your name in the game. What?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Oh, wow.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
What? What?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
My name is Jim,
Let's
though.
have you role play as Jim to really
Okay.
simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind.
We are all Jim
forget
now.
whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay.
Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
That's not
Do you
depressing.
feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes, I want to cry
If
now.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Wow!
Yes, you see? What
My
a thrill,
name!
What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Ooh. It hits even harder the second
What?
time. If this were the only
This is
new feature
amazing!
in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Gosh. How did he know my name was actually Jim? Amazing.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That
There's-
would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Whole new office. Red is the new orange. Oh my god. Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I don't know. The happy 12th birthday step niece is really.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Good job.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Oh my god, it's the new jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
I had a feeling he was probably gonna go with the get well someday. I'd pick the other one because if it was me, I would have gone with the other option. No matter what the person chose. I'm pretty happy with the get well someday. I'm really happy he chose that one. I knew he was gonna do it. This map. Free achievements! I wanted free achievements. Wow. Collect them all. What? Infinite hole. It won't end. Oh, free achievement. Love free achievement.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Oh my god, yes.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the
Lever?
achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Hey.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
It better
To
be.
at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Come on. Come on, give me that achievement! Broken. Very disappointed.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
That's new. Ooh.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Bird. Ooh, spooky. Wow! Oh,
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Reassurance bucket? I really wanted. What's this reassurance bucket? I'm really excited about this.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those...
Where's
who
my
played it.
bucket?
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
What's it do for
See, Stanley,
reference?
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
That was the creepiest.
Can you feel it?
What
The
laugh
glow
was
of
that?
comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I do.
In fact, Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go
I'm
on.
sorry, but his laugh actually scared
All
me.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
All right, let's go to the Infinite Hall. Now that we have our bucket.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games.
Oh! I'm glad I have my bucket with me.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
But what's the point?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Nah.
Put it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
What do you
Is
mean?
it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ah!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
I have cigarettes in
No
here.
person actually wants to fall infinitely. I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Am I the problem?
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both
Am I
said
the
some
problem?
things we didn't mean.
I don't
Why
think so.
we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Meeting at 2 p.m. There was a memo. Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter?
It did.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
Liar.
I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
You know there's a purpose,
I
huh?
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to fruition. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole. How is this still appealing to you?
I didn't mean to fall in.
I'm obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
No, it's broken. It's broken.
Teleport button not working?
It's all right.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment
I'm
ago.
stuck in this
Try it again.
knot hole again. Oh
Still
God.
nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
What?
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Uh oh. I'm really stuck in here now. Ah, no, please, narrator. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't leave me in the hole forever. Well, how's it going, everyone? We're stuck in a hole. Oh, it's moving! Narrator? Narrator! It's revenge for the password. No. Narrator! Jim! Jim, help! Yep. Jim. Jim. Jim! Have to change your perspective. What is happening? What's happening? Oh. Oh shit. Oh, it's Poppy's.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of my.
Oh no. What is happening?
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh god.
Good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here.
Oh
in this
no,
I'm looking
I
forward to
screwed
all.
up.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
What the fuck is Toodle Pip? Oh my goodness.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I thought we were gonna be in there forever. I don't think I ever want to go back in that hole. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Hmm. Settings world champion. All right. Hey, let me in. Ugh. That's new. How's our back here again? Oh god, leave me in here.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I think so.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Beautiful.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay.
Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Interesting. Here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh my God.
His co-workers were gone.
Here's the
What could it
balloons.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Missed my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What a beautiful bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Room closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy?
Ow.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really
No. Oh
It's
my.
a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
What have I done?
You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has
can't
to resort
believe
to
it.
this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
My
Tell the broom
bucket.
closet off for its demeaning comments.
This is my
Expand
bucket.
on the
How
wide
dare you?
variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
My
Go
bucket.
through each of them point by point.
I love my
Share your
bucket.
journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape
We
of
went
your feelings.
for Stanley Parable
As
2
they've
with this
changed
bucket.
and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I'm leaving now. Taking my bucket with me.
Okay, I've got you something. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Oh,
office.
what? There's more to it? Aw, why'd I leave? I should have left.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh my god, another one.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh my God.
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oh no. Oh, did we miss one? Oh man. I wonder if we should have gone down the stairs. No.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Been a while. We haven't actually gone this way before. The bucket is making me do the correct things. Oh man.
Lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
What did it indeed hold? Let's figure it out together, Bucket. I love you, Bucket. Don't leave me now.
To life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Oh my god.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
What?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
It's okay,
as
Bucket, I
Stanley
got you.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Finally following the correct path, Bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Bucket, no!
Kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Keep it together, Bucket.
No!
Keep it together.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He
Never!
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the
The bucket keeps us all sane. Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Oh my god.
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Unbelievable.
The cold reality of his past began to sink in. Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Let's
They
do this bucket.
high-fived in a really cool way. And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, come on, bucket. Let's do this.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Of course.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Bucket, how could
Stanley
you?
gasped.
Bucket, why? We were in this
Was the
together.
Bucket's plan all along to take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Bucket, no.
Bucket have betrayed him like this. Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Oh. What?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
What?
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly
Oh,
birds
silly
all
bucket.
over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Silly
Stanley marveled
bucket.
at the
Oh,
little
man.
genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Look at them silly
Of
birds.
all the possible paths
Oh
his
my
life could have
goodness.
taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Look at them silly birds. Oh, the bucket. I can't believe it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Let's do this again, bucket. I believe in you. The bucket was trying to tell me the truth all along.
His chest and entered the door on his left.
You can't believe in the birds. They try to act all cute, but you know they're pure evil. Y'all know the truth. There will be a reward for finding them all. Large room, lot of boxes. Some were both red and blue. A private but smelly place for an important person. Trust the completionist instinct. How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Need to do with stairs. It's the broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Not
You
again.
can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Here we go
It's okay
again.
with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom
Oh my
closet
God.
is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
He saved me from the birds.
Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream
How
of
dare you
petty
betray me like
insults
this again,
simply
broom
in order
closet.
to get you to hand over the bucket?
No!
Stanley, I never
My
liked this
bucket!
broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait.
Why would the broom closet do this?
The closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends. That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
What?
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in
Oh
an
my God!
even partially enticing manner?
What is happening?
I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You're a bad broom closet.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
You do not
Go
just see the
deep
silly
to the point
birds.
by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Unbelievable. The broom closet would betray me. The bucket try to have a villain arc. What is happening?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once
What is
and
it?
for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Take that, broom closet.
I've got a second sticker back here,
What?
and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Is happening?
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
Oh my
it's
God.
a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
You know what? We got our stickers. Let's go now.
You know what? Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I knew it.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
What?
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines?
Oh my God,
I
Stanley.
like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Amazing.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in
Oh,
such
no.
a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to say it. Oh God. Bucket.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the
No.
bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
Am I
The
crazy?
bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket, no. Please don't do this.
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me. in
Oh,
difficult
here we go
times such as
again.
these. He held the bucket close.
I just wanted to double check that there are no figurines over here.
And comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
No, but it has my-
someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No.
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This
Bucket,
is all
how
too
could-
wrong. Surely no good would come from
No.
this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might
What?
experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Oh God.
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Without my
Where is it?
bucket,
I
I'm
must find it.
inside.
Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's
Bucket.
me, the bucket. Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next.
Oh, no.
None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come
No.
to me, Stanley.
No.
Find me. He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old
Oh,
friend.
God.
It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony
No.
and blacked out.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, Ariella, she's back.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming.
Where's my
and then collapsed
bucket?
dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket.
Only if we didn't lose our buckets.
He realized he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront.
No.
Her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass.
Damn you,
And she
Mariella.
backflipped all the way.
Backflipped all the way to Mariella. Damn, she bad. Earn her bucket, man. My
The
bucket.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to
My
melt away
bucket.
as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Never leave me again, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we went through all that. We're not doing that again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes. Oh, it's another
I
one.
went back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Figgles, oh my god.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I believe in you. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Yeah, it's a lovely purse. My bucket. We're not going into the elevator, freezing this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
We were always the bucket.
Yes, this is certainly the most...
The bucket has been inside us all along. What's the room full of boxes? I wonder. I wonder.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We wondered so much.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like
Oh my god,
guinea pigs.
what?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Okay, bucket. It's okay.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as
No,
well?
not again. We're not.
Had
No.
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Don't worry, bucket.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the
Never!
bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At
Bucket.
this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
It'll be okay, Bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
This is
began to
insane.
sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Never
he
again.
and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Okay, we're turning it off
Best
this time,
friends,
Bucket.
Stanley and the bucket up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Forgot about that.
Bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's do this. We actually turned it off. We did it correct this time.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Is it over?
Yes, they had done it.
We did
Stanley
it!
and the bucket had defeated their greatest and
Oh
darkest
my
enemy,
God.
freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now
I didn't think it would ever
moments away.
happen.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Aww.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Oh,
Both
there's
of them
some-
wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
That's insane.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Look how beautiful it is out there.
To lean on, to trust, to support.
Will you marry me, Bucket?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the
No.
face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths.
No.
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
Just you and me,
Trapped
Bucket.
eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Ah. We were never meant to leave, Bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Not meant to be, Bucket. It's not meant to be. I'm sorry, Bucket. I'm betraying you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then
Oh.
it came back, and lingered for a minute or
Ah.
two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
There we
Stanley
go.
walked through the red. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the most of them. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines.
What's happening?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
All right.
You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
Okay.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Okay.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
What the?
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
I wanted to stop.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
That's cool.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Not
We'll
again.
lose all of this.
Don't worry, we got this.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived.
Ouch.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yes, yes, yes.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Look at all the pretty colors. I'm bored. Let's go. That was good.
Go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. No, no. What do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Whee!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Sounds so sad.
My God, Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, you make me sad now. We can go back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
What is happening?
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
But I don't want to stay here and look at the pretty lights. Do we really have to stay here and look at the pretty lights? See, nothing's happening. Why do you think I was trying to kill myself? I don't want to stay here.
No, perhaps not.
The guy who ditched us in a hole is whining about us preventing his happiness. Oh, that's true. He did ditch us in the hole. Ouch.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
How depressing.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Going back.
What is happening?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh yeah, last one. Large room, lots of boxes. I wonder what that large room with lots of boxes. Oh no, we can't go back! Large room, lots of boxes. Secret room closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I ain't going in there again. Large room, lots of boxes. I wonder.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
No, it's not the elevator. The elevator doesn't take us anywhere. Pretty sure it's in the warehouse.
Stanley walked
Where I
straight
got
ahead through the
them.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, the elevator. No, it was it was larger. It was a large room with lots of boxes. It's probably in the warehouse.
The lights rose on an enormous
I
room
just
packed
missed it.
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Yeah, instead of going through the red door, I probably should have gone through the
It
blue
was
door.
unthinkable.
And that's probably where
Wasn't
the other
it?
figurine
Was
was.
it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Not a lot of people probably do.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once
And for all, y'all.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
What?
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps
Happiness?
his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
What?
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh no, we have to go through the open door. What?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Really?
And Stanley was happy.
Oh my goodness. That's actually beating the game. We did it! What? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, fuck it. We made it back. But we beat the game! We did it! We reached the end!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
You're kind of weirding me out, man.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
And there it is.
Yes!
The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
That's
So,
rude.
instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Uh, Begin the game again. The sequel is now possible. We're gonna say that's it for the stream. We collected the figurines. We beat the game.